Welcome back to another video, the planet where everyone is curious whether we will be able to create life there or not, Mars. The red planet is another long-standing name for Mars. The Latin name for Mars is Martius. The first telescopic observation of Mars was by Galilei Galilei in 1610. The most common question people ask about Mars is that whether there is life on Mars or not. This is a question that scientists and others have been asking for a long time, because Mars is more similar to Earth than any other planet. Thousands of images have been taken of the surface of Mars, but so far no evidence of life has been found. Future missions are being planned to continue the search for life on Mars. These missions will land at different locations and dig deeper into the soil to look for life signs. Another question that people keep questioning is there water on Mars? Luckily, yes, there is water, but it is frozen under the north and south polar ice caps. Mars has many river channels, suggesting that a long time ago, liquid water flowed on Mars during a time when Mars was a warm and wet planet with a thicker atmosphere. Some scientists say it was more like planet Earth. So let's go back in time and discuss Mars' history, or we could try and answer this question: how did Mars die? The red planet is a dead planet. Satellites have found clear evidence that the dusty Martian plains once flowed with rivers, which pooled into giant lakes and perhaps fed into the global ocean. Billions of years later, the Earth remains a blue marble, while Mars has become a dusty shell of its former self. How did Mars die? Researchers have discovered that H2O molecules are somehow falling past a protective atmospheric barrier much more easily than predicted. A planetary chemist at the University of Arizona and an author of the recent research, Shane Stone, said, "This was unexpected. When the water is destroyed, the destruction is close to the edge of the atmosphere. It can escape quite readily." Both planets, Earth and Mars, had molten cores of electrically charged metal. But Mars was too small to have a real shot at staying habitable in the long run. It cooled down faster than the Earth. The core hardened, the protective magnetic barrier fell, and the sun blasted away much of the atmosphere. Most of the liquid water on the surface soon followed it into space. To conclude this part, at a point long ago, Mars was almost like Earth. It had oxygen and water, but due to the water loss and dehydration, would have devastated any life clinging to its surface. According to Stone, Earth does not constantly lose H2O to atmospheric escape, but at a rate that is far too slow to any of concern. Rather, our planet has 1 to 2 billion years left of being blue, after which a brighter sun will evaporate our oceans, cranking up the thermostat to a few hundred degrees. Let us compare few figures between Earth and Mars. First of all, their distance from the Sun. The Earth is 93 million miles, which is 150 million kilometers away from the Sun. However, Mars is 142 million miles, which is 229 million kilometers away from the Sun. Mars orbits around the Sun with a speed of 14.5 miles per second, and the Earth's average speed in orbiting the Sun is 18.5 miles per second. You can find a big difference in the following comparison. As we all know, the Earth has 365.25 days in a year. This is why every 4 years it is a leap year. Those 0.25 days add up to be a full day every 4 years, resulting in 366 days on leap years. On the other hand, Mars has 687 Earth days, almost 2 times in a single Earth year. Not a major thing. However, a day on Earth is 23 hours and 56 minutes. A day on Mars is slightly a bit more, which has 24 hours and 37 minutes. What about the volume? It would take more than 6 of Mars to fill the volume of Earth. Mars is 1/10 of the mass of Earth. On Mars, you would experience 62.5 less gravity than you are used to. But what about the atmosphere? The Earth's atmosphere consists of mainly 2 elements, 78% nitrogen and 21% oxygen, and other elements 1%. Mars' atmosphere consists of mainly one element, which is carbon dioxide, with a percentage of 96%. The other 4% are argon, nitrogen, and others. Most of you would ask, then how would we breathe on Mars since there is no oxygen? Mars' atmosphere is about 100 times thinner than the Earth's atmosphere, and it has very little oxygen. For instance, an astronaut on Mars would need a spacesuit with oxygen to be able to work outdoors. One thing all of us might be concerned about is the temperature. Temperature on Earth has an average of 57 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 14 degrees Celsius. As Mars is farther from the Sun than the Earth, it is most likely to be colder. With an average of negative 81 degrees Fahrenheit, which is equal to negative 62 degrees Celsius. What is different is that Mars has two moons, Phobos and Deimos, and our planet Earth has only one. Asaf Hall was trying his best to search for a Martian moon. He was about to give up, but the next day before giving up, he discovered Deimos, and 6 days later, he discovered Phobos. Mars moons are among the smallest in the solar system. Phobos is a bit larger than Deimos and orbits only 3,700 miles, which is 6,000 kilometers above the Martian surface. No known moon orbits closer to its planet. It whips around Mars 3 times a day, while Deimos takes 30 hours for each orbit. Both are lumpy and covered in dust and loose rocks. They are among the darker objects in the solar system. Phobos has only 1 out of 1,000 as much gravitational pull as Earth. For example, a 68 kilograms person would weigh 68 grams on Phobos. Hall named the moons for the Ares mythological sons, the Greek counterpart of the Roman god Mars. Phobos means fear and Deimos means dread. For those who want to lose weight, if you weighed 100 pounds on Earth, then you would weigh only 38 pounds on Mars. Thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for another part. Thank you.